Sure. Here's a 2,000-word article in English for your YouTube video on Thailand's Type 69-2 tank in 2025, Cold War legend still in action, without headings. The Type 69-2 tank, a product of Cold War-era Chinese military engineering, continues to remain active in the Royal Thai Army even in 2025, decades after its first appearance. This tank, though outdated by modern standards, is still an iconic piece of armored history that carries both symbolic and practical significance in Thailand's defense forces. Its legacy, adaptation over time, and current role in Thailand's military provide an intriguing look into how older military technology can still hold relevance in today's evolving battlefield dynamics. The Type 69 series originated as a development from the Chinese Type 59 tank, which itself was a copy of the Soviet T-54A. In the wake of the Sino-Soviet split during the 1960s, China pursued its own line of armored vehicles. The Type 69 marked the first independently developed main battle tank by China and became one of the country's most exported armored platforms during the 1980s and 1990s. Among the many countries that procured this tank, Thailand stood out as a regional Southeast Asian power investing in bolstering its armored capabilities through affordable and moderately capable platforms. The Type 69-2 variant, an upgraded form with improved fire control systems and a more reliable diesel engine, was a natural fit for Thailand's defense strategy at the time. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, as Thailand expanded its military modernization programs, the Type 69-2 was seen as an effective choice to strengthen its armored divisions. Cost-effective and relatively easy to maintain, the tank provided the Royal Thai Army with a decent platform for training, patrol missions, and rapid armored support. While the acquisition wasn't without its critics, given that even then, the Type 69-2 lagged behind many Western tanks in terms of firepower, armor protection, and mobility. It still played a pivotal role in filling operational gaps during a time of transformation in Southeast Asian geopolitics. By the mid-2000s, however, the global armored warfare scene had evolved dramatically. NATO forces were deploying advanced tanks such as the Leopard 2, Challenger 2, and M1A2 Abrams. In contrast, the Type 69-2, with its 100mm rifled gun, basic steel armor, and analog targeting system, began to show its age. It lacked the advanced composite armor, modern sensors, and high-powered engines of newer tanks. Nevertheless, Thailand made a strategic decision not to discard these tanks completely. Instead, the military continued to use them in secondary roles, such as reserve force training, border patrol missions, and public demonstrations. One of the reasons the Type 69-2 has managed to stay in service for so long in Thailand lies in the nation's pragmatic military philosophy. Rather than constantly chasing the latest high-tech solutions, Thailand has historically adopted a balanced approach to investing in new platforms while still making full use of legacy systems that can provide value in non-frontline roles. This cost-effective strategy has allowed the Royal Thai Army to stretch its budget and ensure that training, maintenance, and logistics remain sustainable. The adaptability of the Type 69-2 has also contributed to its longevity. Over the years, the Thai military has implemented several upgrades to improve the tank's performance. These include minor armor reinforcements, improved communication systems, and rudimentary night vision devices. While these upgrades do not bring the Type 69-2 close to modern standards, they ensure that the tank remains functional and safe for low-intensity operations. As of 2025, Thailand has a limited number of these tanks still in active service, mainly operating in support or ceremonial capacities. They are often used in training exercises for conscripts or junior officers learning the basics of armored warfare. In some cases, the tanks are deployed in military parades, showcasing the evolution of Thailand's armored forces. Their presence serves as a reminder of the country's military journey from dependence on foreign suppliers to developing its own advanced capabilities, such as the acquisition of VT-4 main battle tanks from China and upgrades to indigenous armored vehicles. Interestingly, despite being a dated piece of machinery, the Type 69-2 remains an important educational tool. Military academies and armored training units in Thailand still use these tanks to teach mechanical repair, battlefield tactics, and logistics management. For many trainees, working with these simpler tanks offers valuable experience before transitioning to more complex platforms. From a maintenance perspective, the tank's relatively straightforward design provides an ideal foundation for understanding more advanced systems. The continued operation of the Type 69-2 also highlights a broader trend in the Global South, where many nations still rely on Cold War-era equipment due to budget constraints, political considerations, or the lack of security threats that necessitate rapid modernization. In this context, Thailand is far from alone. Countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, and even parts of the Middle East still maintain older Soviet and Chinese-designed tanks, often in reserve or training roles. This underlines the fact that military effectiveness isn't always about having the latest gear, but about maximizing what is available to meet strategic goals. Furthermore, the enduring use of the Type 69-2 in Thailand symbolizes a historical connection between the country and China, from whom the tanks were procured. While military cooperation between the two countries has evolved significantly, evidenced by Thailand's purchase of more advanced Chinese tanks like the